Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So from the event support from my friends and my viewers, I am back with another video. In previous video, we learned about some date related functions which were date, date value, today, now, year, month, text, network days or INTL and some more functions. In today's video, we'll get to know about OR and VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP function. So let's begin with the video. We'll first go with AND function. Let's take an example of a car manufacturing company which want to review its divisions, whether there is a need of review or no. So the car manufacturing company has multiple divisions such as engine, wheels, axle, chassis, bolts, and seats. These are the amounts spent by the company for each division and the budget. And as per the amount spent and budget, we have considered the growth potential, whether the division will grow or not. So, if the amount spent is less than the budget, definitely the growth potential will be yes. Over here, the same criteria, and over here, also the same. Since the amount spent is more than the budget, the growth potential is considered to be no. But in Chasey, I specifically taken no over here, even though the spent is less than the budget. But you will get to know the reason when we learn OR function. So let's begin with AND function. So what basically AND function is when we want both two criteria to be fulfilled in a particular thing. So let's consider this example and let's derive the AND function and what is the value the Excel gives us. So the two criteria we'll consider in for the car manufacturing company is if the amount spent is more than the budget and the growth potential is no, we will need no review. Correct? So let's go with this. We need both the criteria to be fulfilled. So we'll enter if and then and open the bracket. We want C9 if C9 is greater than D9 at the same time if E9, which is the growth potential, is no, the division requires a review. So we'll write review required for that division, close inverted comma, or if the both the criteria are not fulfilled, we need no review. So if C9 is less than if so amount spent is less than the budget and the growth potential is yes, we will need no review. So we'll enter no review. Just close the bracket and press enter. So we got no review for engine division. The same we will get for wheel division. But in case of axle, since the amount spent is more and also at the same time the growth potential is no, we'll get review required. In terms of chassis, we want both the criteria should be fulfilled, but it is also only fulfilling one criteria, which is no growth potential is no. So over here also we'll get no review because it is only fulfilling one criteria. Then for the rest two also we'll get no review. So as we got that in Excel function in Excel division, both the criteria are getting fulfilled. So the data entered by Excel is review required. Next is OR function. In OR function, unlike AND where we want both the criteria to be fulfilled, here we want any one criteria to be fulfilled. Either it is amount spent, budget, or the growth potential. So we'll enter OR, open the bracket. We want the amount spent to be greater than D9, that is budget. Either the growth potential, which is E9, is equal to no, then if any one of the criteria gets fulfilled, we will need a review because we will get to know that specific division is not prospering. So we'll need a review, and if no, or if none of the criteria gets fulfilled, then we will need no review. So let's see. So as the engine division is prospering and the growth potential is also yes, so we'll need no review. Same for wheel division and for axle. we want either of the criteria to be fulfilled, but it is fulfilling both the criteria, the review will be required. And now the cheesy division. So you will come to know that the amount spent is less. So which means that first criteria is not getting fulfilled. But the second criteria, which is growth potential equal to no, that we have selected the second criteria. Here it is fulfilling the second criteria, so we'll get review required over here. So you got to know why I entered no over here. Next for other two division, no review and no review. Let's take another example where you will get to know a bit more. Let's take a general example of student appearing for an exam and getting some specific marks. So we want that a student to be a student should be considered pass if he gets more than 35 marks in both the subjects. Let's enter if, and we want both the conditions to be fulfilled. We'll add and we'll select the cell which is E17 to be greater than 35. Let's consider 35 as the passing marks. Also, F17 to be greater than 35. We want the student to get to be passed in both the subjects, maths and science. We want the data to be pass. If the student is scoring more in both the subjects, and if the student does not fulfill the criteria of the condition, we will consider it as failed. Press enter. So here the student is getting more marks in both the subjects. Here getting less mark in one subject, so it is considered fail, not fulfilling both the criterias. Pass, pass, pass. Sorry, it is the Tanishq is getting less mark in maths, less than 35. Then over here also the student will fail in the next two, pass. And this one Rohit is getting low marks in both the subjects, so it's considered fail. And then pass for rest two. Now we'll consider OR function. We want the student to be pass if he fulfills any one condition, which is if he gets more marks in maths or more marks in science. So we'll enter E17, which is marks for maths, more than 35, or we want F17 to be more than 35. Either of the criteria gets fulfilled. We want the data entered to be pass, and if none of the criteria condition gets fulfilled, the student will be considered as fail. Press enter. See, he is fulfilling both the criteria, so the student is considered pass. Over here, it will be considered pass because the student is fulfilling one criteria. In here also, pass, pass, pass. So in all the cases, will get pass, but in the case of Rohit, he is not fulfilling any of the criteria, so he will be considered fail, and the rest to also pass. Next, we learn about VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. Hope you got to know about OR function and function. We'll go with HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP. After learning about OR function and function, now we learn about VLOOKUP function and HLOOKUP function. As the name suggests, VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP means vertical lookup, and HLOOKUP means horizontal lookup. In vertical lookup format or vertical lookup function, we'll need the data in the vertical format. As in the data should run through the columns of the Excel. And for horizontal lookup, that it is required that the data should be in running through the rows of the Excel. So as you can see here, the data is spread throughout the column. We have multiple data. We have more than 50 names of the employee and their salary and their post. So with regard to this, we'll be determining the salary and post by using the VLOOKUP formula. And for which we will be requiring the name of the any employee. So suppose we consider any random name of the employee. Suppose we consider Bhim Reddy's name. So just control C or just copy the name and paste over here. Or you can just manually enter the data. And now we want to select the salary. We want to determine the salary. We want to find the salary of Bhim Reddy using this data, using his name. So we'll be entering equal to VLOOKUP. Open the bracket. Select Bhim Reddy's name from here. You shall not select the name from where we copied his name. Rather, select the name from the here, enter comma, and now select the table. As you can see here, the whole table in which the data is present is a table 1. I will show you this table where the data is present is the table 1. So this table is considered as table 1. I've entered the table's name as table 1. So we'll be requiring the name of the table. So again, enter the function VLOOKUP, open the bracket, enter the name, enter comma, enter the table's name which is table 1, again comma, and then uh, we in this table, as I told you, the data should run through the column of the Excel. So salary is column number 2 in this Excel file, and in this data, the salary is considered as column number 2 from this table. So we'll be entering the column number which is 2. Just 2 you need to enter. This is the column number, and then if you want to get the approximate match, then enter true, or if you want to get exact match, that exact salary of Beam Reddy from the data, we need to enter false. Then close the bracket. You'll be getting the data. It's 40,000. So let's verify. Beam Reddy. So Beam Reddy, his salary is 40,000 and his post is accountant. Now let's find his post using the VLOOKUP function. So enter equal to VLOOKUP, open the bracket, select Beam Reddy, then enter comma. Now again table 1. From this table 1, post is the third column. So you can see here, post is third column. So we'll enter 3. And then we want the exact match. So we'll enter false and then close the bracket. Press enter. Now we got accountant. Now just take any random data, any random name, enter the name, enter the formula again, we look up, or you can just extend the formula. But I'm showing you again, we look up, select the name, enter comma, table 1, which is the table in which the data is present. Column number 2, as we need the salary, and then the exact match, which is false. Close the bracket, enter. So you can see here the exact salary is 30,000 and we got here 30,000. For post, in the similar way, we look up, open the bracket, select the name, comma, table 1, third column as we need post and the exact match. Enter. Now we got as clerk. Now let's proceed ahead with HLOOKUP. You can practice more by taking any random name and you can get the determined salary mentioned and the post or any other data which you want. Let's proceed with HLOOKUP. As I told you, HLOOKUP is present in the horizontal format and the data runs through the row of the Excel. So you can see over here we have multiple data. We again over here we have the data in the same format, which is name, salary, and post. So let's calculate. Let's determine the salary and post from this data. Let's find that. So take any random name again. So we'll take Nikhil, type the name or just copy paste the name. The same function, the way we use VLOOKUP, we just need to enter HLOOKUP, open the bracket. Again, the same procedure. Select the cell select the cell containing the name, enter comma. But here the table is not named by me. So just name the table, which is table. The whole table gets selected. Again, enter comma, and then select the salary. So for salary is row number 2. In VLOOKUP, we considered the column as the data was running through the column, but in horizontal, the data is running through the rows. So we'll be selecting the row. For salary, the row number is 2 from the table, and then we need the exact match. Enter false. Press enter. So from this table, the row number one consists of name, row number two consists of salary, row number three consists of post. So using row number three, which is post, we'll be finding the post of Nikhil. So use HLOOKUP, open the bracket, say then cell containing the name, the comma, the table's name, which is table in this sheet, enter comma, then select the row number, which is 3, post, then enter false. We need the exact match. Enter. We got manager. So Nikhil, 60,000 salary and manager. Now just let's take a random Harshar Agarwal, copy, then paste. So just extend the formula. You can see here the formula that I have taken. HLOOKUP, the B12 table. So the B12 is for Nikhil, but here we need for Harshal Agarwal. It has automatically taken B13, the cell number, table, which is the table name, then select the row number, which is 2 for salary, and then false as we need the exact match. Similarly, for post, just extend the formula. So here we got the same date, same formula. Just the thing is, we have entered 3 over here, as you can see, because post is the third row in the table. Thank you guys for watching the video. You can practice more and more on Excel if you have the data. So continue practicing. Thank you.